my name is Button Brady. I am a volunteer with the Master Gardeners through the Virginia Cooperative Extension and a member of the Seasons 4 Garden Club. I would like to show you an example of soilless gardening. This is called an aquaponics set. Aquaponics is a word that is derived from two different styles of gardening of a sort that have been merged together. One is aquaculture, where you farm fish or aquatic animals, and hydroponics, where you grow plants in a water-based environment that's got added minerals and nutrients in it. Fish farming has a lot of variety in it. You can farm things more than fish, the aquaculture. You can grow shellfish, you can do shrimp, you can do trout, you can do tilapia, you can do a host of things that are waterborne creatures that can be raised and cultured for production and food processing that are just existing in water and are not out in natural streams and rivers. They are in a contained environment that has been created and manicured really to the purposes of those healthy creatures. Hydroponics is also available for any plant that can enjoy an aqueous solution and thrive in it. It is not desirable for root plants, things like turnips and radishes, although they can come through. The root plants don't really love this setup, but all the other ones that have the leaves, the stalks, berries, and produce coming above the ground do really well in that style. In this setup of aquaponics, the design is that I don't add any chemicals to the water. I have the fish to do that for me. So in essence, I take the water with the fish, where the fish poops and thrives, and I run it up to the plants, and the plants are a filter system cleaning the poop while using it as their nutrition like fertilizer, and then return the water clean to the fish to thrive without having nasty water. So the system is everybody do what you do well and then pair them together. The trick then is to balance out the number of plants with the number of fish or whatever aquatic animal that you have present, so that you have enough cleaning for the plants to do and enough dirtying for the fish to do, so that everybody is happy and is getting adequate nutrition. This is such an easy system that if you would like to do it yourself, all these parts are really available locally. I got the pump at Walmart. I got the tubing at Walmart. I think I didn't get the fish at Walmart because Walmart doesn't sell fish anymore, but I think I got the fish at PetSmart or Mefcor. Whoever has fish, I just went and bought a fish and put it into this aquarium, and the aquarium actually can be kind of high dollar, but it doesn't have to be this aquarium. Sometimes if you look on the yard sale pages and just look around, people have these they're trying to get rid of because they're interested in getting them out of the way, and they're real easy to come by. But watching for these, this is probably the most expensive part. But when I originally set this up, I really spent about 20 bucks and no more to do it. I purchased these, but I started out by using the little trays that you buy strawberries in at the grocery store, because all I needed was something with little holes in it that would hold everybody in place. And the cost of seeds, if you don't already have some, I started out originally with the 20-cent seeds at Walmart to see just how cheaply I could pull this off, and they worked. They worked fine. You'll notice I put more than one seed at a time, and then I'll thin them out to make sure I get some growth going. And this guy is the only one that came through. When I drop some seeds down on this one, I'll leave him and let him go, and then I let them grow until I'm ready to either eat them or harvest for making pesto. If you end up getting something like a little strawberry basket and you want to put it in there and start your own, Do put something in there like a little bit of gravel. Aquarium gravel's the best. You have to be careful with gravel not to get anything that has a mineral you didn't want in it. But gravel that you've washed often will work fine. Put it in there just so the little seeds have something to hang on to. And that way they won't then get flushed around in this water system. The fish doesn't particularly like the seed, and it will keep the seed in place so it can start growing. What the fish does like, and I will add to your list of items, is I do feed the fish every morning. And again, I went to Walmart and got a little tiny goldfish food packet, and I just drop a little bit of food in there each morning. And after you do that enough times, the fish get trained and know when breakfast is and will come running up to get it when you feed them. And the goal with that is to feed them only what they will eat. And then after they eat, they will process it, make their poop, drop that into the water, and it gets circulated and becomes the fertilizer for the plants. Now I'd like to show you one that's in a larger scale that is designed to be an aquaponics system that I use at home. I have the same large goldfish in my aquarium. This happens to be a 55-gallon aquarium. Right now I have 9 in there. They're just floating around, living. I feed them every morning. They poop. It's now pulled up by a pump right here, comes up and distributes it into my growing field. I have purchased these particular clay pellets because they are established as being non-dissolvable, so I don't have to worry about any minerals or anything get dumped into my water, and they'll let the plants have nice little substrate to grow in. As it then filters through, this is at an angle. It's not a big angle, but a little angle so that the water will then slide back down to my pipe right here, and I've cut little holes in it so the water will drain back down to the fish after it's been cleaned by the plants. In this setup, while I have the hose coming in, each of my little plants has to have access to the water. If you can see down, they each have a little touch with water, not a lot. It turns out that plants don't like to be drowned. The roots like a little air and a little water, but they have to have contact with it or they don't get the nutrients from the fish. I have a few empty spots right here as I was showing them to you in my model, and all of these are new plants that I just seeded because I've just recently done a harvest of the basil making pesto. And I've now got some tomatoes I hope to carry through winter that will bring me a little bit of tomato just for some fun in the winter.